Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a current subscriber, welcome if you are new. If you like tarot readings, feel free to join the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. You'll be notified each time I do upload a new video. If you like pick a card readings, feel free to check out the playlist. They are timeless readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Today's pick a card reading is all about the person on your mind. Why did they ghost you? Why did they go no contact? Why are they silent? What is going on? We're going to take and look at the details of it. Do have three groups here. This is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. Take a moment, see which card, number, or picture you are drawn to, and the timestamps will be listed down below. Hi, group 1. If you chose this card, this is the slingshot card. This is going to be your reading. All about the person you're thinking about, the person that has went silent, the person that is not speaking to you, maybe they blocked you, they are not having any communication. This is the slingshot card, which is all about there was a lot of tension, maybe anxiety or pressure. Things needed to change. So this is the card number 5. You could be seeing a lot of 5s during this time. We're going to take a look. So let's first see what is their current energy, group 1. The person you're thinking about, what is their present energy in regards to this connection? Okay, so this person felt like, you know, they're in this divine timing energy, is everything is happening for a reason, that maybe the timing was not right, that the two of you really could not get on the same page or the same direction, and that they felt like maybe it was time for them to go quiet or be silent and take a step back. Let's see what your energy is in regards to the connection, group 1. Okay, so you're in this fearful energy. Maybe you feel uneased. You're maybe suspicious as to why did they ghost you? Why did they go silent? Maybe you're scared that maybe that the connection is over, that you won't talk to them anymore. You're afraid that this situation is over and that maybe you may not have another opportunity to communicate with them. There could be a little bit of distance there too. It could be a matter of the situation of maybe you talked about setting up, you know, things to do in the future, like maybe you were making travel plans to do things together, or there were goals that you had for the future with the two of you talking, and maybe you feel like afraid that because they are not speaking to you that it's over and that that situation is not going to change, that really maybe it's going to be a matter of that you're going to have to move in a different direction. So let's find out. What are their plans? Are they going to reach out to you? Okay, so this person right now is working through having some type of spiritual awakening. And this is something that this person has had to step back from you for their own independent energy to be able to work through some things that the universe has decided they do not need to be in a connection. Now is the time for them to completely go silent, to be able to learn something about themselves. They're in this energy of really rebirthing themselves. There's something that they are working through that really has affected them in their life, maybe having nothing to do with you, group 1. And this person is recognizing that they need to be by themselves in order to go through this. That this is a choice or an opportunity that they've made, that now is the time that they need to do this. It could be a matter of them trying to learn some type of life lesson that they have not learned before. And the universe has made them recognize that they need to be alone in order to do that. That they're not going to be able to be in a connection or a commitment or a relationship in order to set the motions of them being able to learn this life lesson. This is something that their focus really needed to be on themselves and not a commitment or not a partnership. And so they have had this like epiphany or this some type of tower moment in their life that they're like, okay, now is the time. I need to be free to learn what I need to learn. And it could be a matter of them really just learning about themselves. So group 1, this really has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with them. So let's see, what is this life lesson this person is trying to learn? Okay, so they are learning how to find peace, how to find harmony within themselves. This is something this person has never really had the freedom. They could be somebody who has constantly been in relationships back to back, and they've never really spent any time by themselves. They've never been in solitude to really understand who they are as a person. And the universe is telling this person now is their time. They need to set themselves free to learn who they truly are so that they can have inner peace, because maybe they aren't able to fully give to a connection because they don't have that inner peace. And that is something that, unfortunately for you, group one, you have not been told that they're going through this. And that is because this person really has just been isolating themselves, not only from you, but from other people. So this is something they needed to do that is something private to them. So let's get you some advice, group one, in regards to this connection. What is the advice for group one? Okay, so not making this connection, not allowing this connection to make you feel stuck. Being able to really figure out what you truly need to do for yourself in order to open yourself up for love again. This is an opportunity for you, group one, to really step back and find out what you are passionate about. What is it that you love? Is there something that you have been wanting to do? Is there something you've been wanting to try? Now is the time for you to really find that intense passion. Be able to let go of any barriers or blockages that have prevented you from taking your shot at whatever this new thing is, whether it's travel, whether it's some type of hobby. There's something that you have been holding yourself back from doing, and this is your opportunity. If you're watching this reading, now is your time for you to take that opportunity and that chance and that adventure for your life. So that is what I have for you, group one. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group two. If you chose the spilled milk card, this is going to be your reading, all about the person on your mind. Why did they ghost you? Why did they go silent? Why are you not in communication? This is the number 5 card, so you could also be dealing with someone who is a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces, but there was a major need for change. This person is of the energy of feeling like stuff has happened and they don't want to have any regrets, and they need to leave the past in the past, and they can't change things. So they're a little disappointed maybe in their actions, but they're needing to let that go. So let's find out what is their overall energy for group two, the person on your mind. What is their overall energy? Okay, so this is somebody who is of the energy that maybe this was an opportunity for you to feel like it was a fated connection at one point, but they never really properly gave you the relationship that you deserved. And maybe it was in a situation where they met you, but they were on a different journey and they weren't really ready for a higher level of commitment. And they didn't want to have any regrets by getting into a commitment too fast, that maybe they were still trying to figure their life out. So they're of the energy of really not wanting to be in a connection, and they separated because of that decision, that they don't want to continue to live in the past. They want to be able to continue to progress their future. And with that means them being in isolation or solitude of an independent energy, of not really wanting to be in a connection. This is something this person is protecting you from because they're not wanting to be able to express how they truly feel, that they know that they could have a regret by not actually being in a relationship with you, but this person has other things or other agendas that they need to accomplish before they can actually get into this connection or any other connection. So let's see, what is your energy with this person, group two? Okay, so Maybe you felt like things could have grown, but things maybe did not get started on a good foundation. With the growth card in reverse, clearly things did not progress and move forward in the energy or the expectation that you had. Maybe you felt like you were putting in a little bit more effort than this person was. And so it never really grew into anything. That maybe you were determined to try to make it work, but this person really wasn't supportive in making it work also. And that is why they went silent, is because they were maybe not wanting to let you know that they weren't able to really put into it. They weren't willing to really put any more effort into it, and they just didn't want to say that. So let's see, what are you learning from this group 2? What are you learning from this connection? Going silent. Okay, so you're learning what support truly is. What does it mean to be in a supportive connection? Really being able to understand who you are as a person and what you truly deserve in a connection. Understanding that you can stand on your own 2 feet and find your own true happiness within yourself. That support is something that you have to find for yourself without a partner. That the universe is telling you that this person is no longer in your life because it is not meant to be. There's something higher that you need to learn. There's a need for you to really have patience for yourself, to be able to understand that you have to have a solid foundation within yourself before you can be in a connection or relationship. So what is the advice for group 2? What is the advice for group 2? Okay, so the advice for group 2 here is that you need to be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself in thinking that this connection was what it wasn't. That there's a need for you to really be fully transparent with yourself, that there was a lot of conflict in this connection and it was not fair and balanced, and that maybe you were a little bit too flexible with this person, and that created you to feel very vulnerable. So being able to recognize what you actually contributed was more than enough, and it was actually probably too much, that it was not a fair give and take. And that what you should understand, and your advice really is from the universe, is that you need to let go of the past, let go of the burdens, let go of the problems that this connection actually caused you, and find your true happiness. Find what makes you genuinely happy as a person, finding that inner joy, being able to recognize what your full potential is, and being able to find that success in order for you to move forward. Letting go of any blockages or negative thoughts, or trying to energetically hold on to this connection when this connection is not there at the moment. So being able to support yourself and your energy and taking your power back, really being able to take control of how you feel, is something that is really important. You being able to communicate to yourself and being honest and open that what you deserve is what you should have. And that is something that group 2 you need to focus on, is if you want a relationship, you want a family, you want children, that is something that is what you should seek in your partners when you are dating, when you are talking to people, and recognizing that those that really value you will really appreciate you, and they will also give you that focused effort in return. Okay, that is what I have for you, group 2. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this card, this is going to be your reading, all about the person on your mind, the person that is silent right now, the person who ghosted you, or you are not talking to at the current moment, or they're not talking to you. This is the eyeglass card number 7. So you could also be dealing with a Taurus. There is a need for you to look at things from a different perspective when it comes to this connection, group 3. So let's find out what's going on. First, I want to see, what is the energy of this person that ghosted you, that you're not talking with? Why did they go silent on you? Group 3. Okay, so this is a matter of this person is in the energy of holding back, not being able to fully open up. They're not ready to discuss or disclose behind that door. They're not ready to fully let you in. And that is the reason why they're silent. There are things that they needed to do or they needed to work through that they did not want to be able to open up. They didn't want to be able to express to you all the details of what they are thinking or how they are feeling. This is a decision this person made because it's something they needed to do for themselves, that they needed to unlock something within themselves, and they needed to see things from a different perspective when it came to their life and the decisions that they made. This could be a situation where maybe this person was very hesitant about not talking and not being able to have communication, but then they ultimately made a decision not to open up and just to go silent because they felt like it was maybe in their best interest. Let's see, how do you feel about this person? What's your current energy, group 3? Okay, so you really thought this person was very loyal, very sweet, very dedicated to you. You really felt like maybe this is somebody who would never leave you out in the cold. Maybe you didn't expect this from this person. Maybe you feel like things changed, that because that maybe things were progressing and you were spending a lot of time together, that this person would never leave you out in the cold. And that they were just a nice, genuine person, and you can't understand why they would do that. And that's because this person has a lot of things behind their closed door with not being able to open up in the current energy. So let's find out what is going on. Why did this happen? We know they have things that they didn't want to open up about. Okay, so they had a lot of hidden feelings. They have a lot of secrets, a lot of things from their past that they didn't want you to find out. Okay, so with this hidden feelings card, it makes me feel like this person really went silent because there were a lot of things that you did not know about them. There were a lot of secrets that this person maybe held back from you, and they could have suspected that maybe you had caught on to some of their lies or some of their things that they were holding back from you, and that you were maybe gaining the knowledge and the information to see through the things that they were actually telling you were not true. So they could have been telling you a lot of things that were either false promises, or maybe they were lying about who they truly were. Maybe they told you they were single and they actually weren't. Or maybe they told you they had a certain type of job and they didn't. Or they owned their home and they didn't. There was something that maybe they felt like you were kind of closing in on them and figuring things out, because maybe you started questioning things that were not adding up. And this person was catching on to that you were going to find out the truth. And instead of them fully being able to open up and tell you everything, they decided that they would just go no contact, and they would just ignore it and act like they didn't tell you all the lies that they told you. So let's find out, why did this happen? Why did this person lie? Why did they keep these secrets from you? What was the reason behind it? Okay, so they actually had a ulterior motive that you didn't know about. There was something that their reason for lying was not the most genuine or authentic reason. They were not being fully transparent because there was something they were trying to gain in this connection. And so once they found out that you found out, or they suspected that you were actually catching on to their lies, they didn't want you to find out the true purpose of why they were lying. So what is the advice for group 3? This is luck that you are not talking to this person because they did not have the greatest intentions. So what is the advice for group 3? Okay, so this was destiny for you not to be able to be in this connection, that this person did ghost you, that you should not have progressed forward with it, and that you just really did not need to be in this connection, that you can be fully honest with yourself and let it go so that you can be able to move forward. There is this energy here of maybe you feel like it was failed because you weren't able to fully be in this connection anymore, or because you didn't get to have that final conversation, maybe because you didn't fully get to end things. But What you have to understand, you don't need to have any uncertainty when it comes to this connection, that you can let go of any conflict and be able to move forward, that you can stand up for who you truly are and what you truly deserve when it comes to a connection. And this person going silent on you is actually going to be a blessing in disguise, group 3. This is something that you don't see right now, but this is something that is part of your journey, that there is a lesson for you to learn within this situation. So you just need to be able to assess your situations when you're in connections with someone and really focus on those red flags. If your gut, your intuition is telling you or nudging you that something's not right, and I suspect group 3, you're a very highly intuitive group, because maybe that's why you're in no contact now with this person, is because you did suspect something wasn't right, that something wasn't adding up. And that's what you need to do, is you need to continually analyze your internal compass, your GPS, your intuition, when you make your choices and decisions of who you are dating or who you are spending time with. And recognizing that you can focus on what makes you happy. And if this person and your intuition is nudging you something is off, that's not true happiness. And this is something that the universe is saying that we want you to learn. We want you to be committed to yourself and putting in the effort in connections of people who are not acting like they're nice, but people who truly are nice and people who are worthy of your time. So that is what I have for you, group 3. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye.